Marc Maron has sparked fresh debate in the comedy world after sharply criticizing Netflix for continuing to give Dave Chappelle a prominent platform despite years of backlash against Chappelle's material. In a candid conversation on his podcast, Maron didn't mince words, accusing the streaming giant of valuing controversy over accountability. The comedian, known for his long-running podcast and introspective stand-up style, claimed that Netflix has prioritized profit over responsibility, embracing Chappelle's divisive specials for their ability to draw attention. Fascism is good for business, Maron remarked, suggesting that the company thrives on polarizing content that stirs public outrage and endless conversation. His comments arrive as Netflix continues to face criticism for renewing contracts with Chappelle, whose specials have repeatedly drawn fire from LGBTQ+ advocates, particularly for jokes targeting the trans community. While Netflix has stood by the performer, citing his massive global audience and freedom of artistic expression, Maron believes the decision is less about free speech and more about the economics of outrage. Maron's critique represents a broader frustration within the comedy industry. While many comics defend the right to push boundaries, others argue that platforms like Netflix have a responsibility to consider the social impact of the voices they amplify. By tying Chappelle's success to a larger pattern of corporations benefiting from divisiveness, Maron positioned Netflix's actions in a wider political and cultural context. People pretend it's about art or expression, but really it's about engagement, Maron continued on his podcast. If a comedian sparks controversy, people talk, algorithms churn, and subscriptions don't cancel. It's a business model. This isn't the first time Netflix has been accused of using controversy as a marketing tool. The company faced similar criticism after releasing earlier Chappelle specials, with employees even staging walkouts in protest. Executives, however, have largely doubled down, defending Chappelle as one of the most vital comedic voices of his generation. Maron's comments may resonate strongly given his status in comedy circles. Unlike some critics outside the industry, Maron is a peer and a respected veteran. His decision to directly call out Netflix places pressure on both the platform and fellow comedians to reflect on where the line between free expression and harmful rhetoric should be drawn. For Maron, the issue is not just Chappelle's words, but the system that rewards them. He argued that corporations have learned to weaponize controversy, ensuring that outrage itself becomes a product. The more people fight about it, the more clicks, the more press, the more attention. And Netflix loves it, he said. As the debate intensifies, Maron's criticism underscores a tension that shows no sign of fading. The clash between artistic freedom, corporate responsibility, and the growing awareness of how comedy can shape public attitudes. Netflix has not publicly responded to Maron's remarks, but the comedian's blunt assessment adds yet another voice to a heated cultural conversation, one that is far from over.